last video was way too all about me. So this one I'm gonna try to just get back to nature and the hiking, what it's about. And particularly I came by the lakes today because it is September and I want to start to see the changing seasons, because the beauty of, even if you come in the exact same loop, you are there, checking to see if it was recording. Even if you are on the exact same loop trail every time you come out, or even 1 week to the next, there's so much different to see. It could be such variety from 1 week to the next. And along with the weather conditions, the mood. Nature does have a mood, or at least puts us in one as well. So the more dreary days, the more sunny days, cloud cover, everything looks different, feels different, even in the exact same view. I guess that's what my theme of today is, just, checking out the very beginning changes of the season. Just want to focus more on that beauty and the nature and the changes today. I love how the leaf actually looks like a butterfly. Very cool. But the goldenrods are here. They're here. And Bella's here too. It is the 20th of September. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's been beautiful, very early fall-like all week. So I've been itching to get out. Today's actually probably the warmer of the days this week. I think maybe a high of like 71 today. There's almost always somebody standing on this bridge. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that there isn't anyone today. Start to see some leaves changing. What do you think, hot stuff? Ready to really get cranking? Come on, we have a long way to go. So I'm actually about halfway, maybe a little bit more, in my 5.5 mile trek today, which is actually a loop, almost like, actually like a figure 8, around 2 different lakes. So we looped the first lake, and we're kind of in the in-between crisscross part. And I gotta go check my map because I'm not sure if we're going left or right. Which way do we go? Actually, your instincts were correct. Right is correct. She started going to the right, and I'm like, okay, let me check. And that was the correct way. So maybe I don't need GPS, I just need EPS. A lot of overhead squirrel activity today for sure. They must be getting ready for winter. We hear the nuts just dropping down left and right, and it spooked Ella a couple of times. I didn't tell the story from the last time I was out, which is like 2 weeks ago now. Last week I went to the beach, so I did hike, but it was more like maybe a 2-mile beach stroll, so I don't think that really counts. But anyway, 2 weeks ago when I was out, I hiked, I'd say like 4 miles, and then I got back to the car, and since I hadn't been out for like a month, my hips particularly, my right hip was really aching me, and I was so glad to get back to the car because I was ready to crash. And then I realized I didn't have my phone in the outside pocket. I was keeping it in like my side belt pocket, and it's a really tight fit. It's kind of an awkwardly tight fit, but at least, you know, I thought if it would have fallen out, I would have felt it, heard it, something, because I really have to wedge it in there. So, but you just think the value of the phone, the aggravation of replacing one, the money involved in replacing one, and then all your information. I just put my backpack on, leashed Ella back up, and said, we need to go back. Had no choice. Retraced the steps to that last 1 mile strip that I figured it had to be in, but that section had a lot of very high grass on both sides. So I'm thinking if I dropped it to my side anywhere, I don't know why we're looping, but she's looping, so I have to spin to get out of it. So I thought, you know, if I go back that path, hopefully it'll be, you know, somewhere in the middle where I'll spy it pretty quick. Because if it fell into that high grass, I may never find it. So, but I went even beyond where I thought that spot was that I last had it, and had not found it. No sign of it. So then I was pretty much panicking, trying to figure out a plan. Okay, just need a plan. So I'm like, okay, my parents live maybe 5 miles from there. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get in the car, call my parents, have them bring one of their phones, and they're gonna have to walk out with me, calling my phone to see if we can identify it, you know, from the ring. And that was my last ditch effort. Got all the way back to the car, and I don't know what possessed me, but I thought, okay, last possibility, which is a complete long shot, but I reached my hand down along the side between the passenger seat and the door, and lo and behold, I felt my phone. It was there all along. It must have fallen out when I threw my pack in to the seat, fell out of the pocket at that point, and lodged itself there where I would least expect it. So, needless to say, I got an extra 2 miles with a lot of elevated heart rate. And my hip was really overworked by the time I was done. It wasn't happy with me, but found my phone. Mystery solved. Catastrophe averted. We don't want to do that again. Spoke too soon. Next mystery. Just as I ended that last clip, my phone alerted me that I was off trail. So guess what? I think I should have followed EPS again because she was right and I was very wrong. Now we got to backtrack. Otherwise, I would have probably ended up at the same place, but it would have been minimum, probably by the looks of the map, another 1.5 miles, 2 miles out around the other side and then back. It probably would have added 3.5, 4 hours, or 4 hours, 3.5, 4 miles to our hike. I'm a mess. I'm completely out of practice here. I need to get back in hiking mode and hiking brain. And here we are. We've arrived at lake number 2. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not letting Ella partake in drinking from the water sources as we're hiking. I'm now bringing a designated bottle for her and her collapsible bowl, and that's strictly how she's drinking. I don't know if you've heard in the news. This summer there's been a lot of outbreaks of this deadly algae on particularly lakes. And although my sources are pretty clear, I am just not taking any chances because what I've heard of dogs will either swim in the water or drink from there, and within hours their body literally starts shutting down, and there's nothing they can do. So I'm just not taking any risks and playing it safe. Was it time for snacks? Yeah. It's Ella's time for snacks.